and at shortstop, number 7, Jacob Pierce. Batting second, and in right field, number 2, Jack Leday. Hitting third, and on the mound, number 5, Brock Johnson. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 15, Camden Bird. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 20, Josh Mack. Hitting sixth and playing second base, number 3, Rex Dewey. Batting seventh and at third base, number 32, Max Pedros. In the 8-hole, tonight's designated hitter, number 28, Dane Danos. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 27, Tyler Sanders. And in center field, number 22, Caden Angelet. And the rest of the South Lafourche Tarpons, head coach Chandler Guidros, assistant coaches Brian Chasson, Bucky Angelet, and Scott Sanamo. Please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello everyone and welcome to High School Baseball on KWBJ Live. My name is Aaron Artigo. I'm here with Chris Hunter and we're in Cutoff, Louisiana on the campus of South Lafourche High School where the South Lafourche Tarpons are hosting in a district game the Assumption High Mustangs. We're here on the Eddie Blanchard Field, which like I said is on the campus on the back of the school, next to the football stadium in Cutoff, Louisiana. All right, Chris, got a beautiful afternoon here, nothing but sunshine and blue skies. Had a little breeze blowing in from left field earlier, but it's kind of laid down for the start of this game. Hopefully that stays the case.
Tell you what, I've been looking forward to this one. First time coming down here to work in Cutoff or Galliano, somewhere way down in South Lafourche. You can see the bayou behind us. South Lafourche High School, and first time this season looking at this Assumption Mustang ball club that really gave us some excitement last year with a nice playoff run into the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Ended in disappointment, but it was a strong team, got a good fan following. Looking forward to this one. They lost a lot in graduation, only a couple of players with any experience from that team. We wondered how they would do. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, but Coach Jamie Cadu has them going now. They've got an 11-8 record coming into this game. It's their district opener. Right now seeded 15th in Division II non-select, so right there poised to make another playoff run.
Both of these teams play in the District 7 4A. However, when it comes to the playoffs, the South Lafourche Tarpons are Division I, while the Mustangs will compete in Division II. Another fine example of how the Louisiana High School Athletic Association operates.
Dr. Rhonda Lorraine, DDS.
On the mound for the Tarpons is Brock Johnson. Behind the plate is his battery mate, Josh Mack. At first base is Borg. At second base is Dewey. The shortstop is Pierce. Third baseman is Vidros. Left field is Sanders. Angelette in center field. Right fielder is Leday. Leadoff hitter is Evan Russo, the Mustangs shortstop. Takes the first pitch for a call, strike one. This is inside for ball one. On deck is the right fielder Lawson Gode, and the three-hole hitter is the DH Cole Semino. 1-1's the count. This misses up and away for a ball two.
Johnson is the ace of the Tarpon staff. This is his 6th start of the season. Comes in with a 2.69 ERA.
This pitch catches the outside corner, evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Evan Russo, shortstop, wears the number 2. This pitch up and away, he misses for ball 3, and that'll run the count full. Leadoff hitter is Russo, so obviously no outs, nobody on base.
Russo comes in with a .435 batting average.
This pitch misses up and away for ball 4. And Russo draws a walk to take first base. That brings to the plate the right fielder, number 17, Lawson Gode. Russo with a healthy lead off of first base. There's a fastball for a call, strike one. Goes to first base. Russo dives back in plenty of time.
Gode is a .318 hitter. Don't have a team batting average, but they've got a lot of guys with high batting average.
Gode squares the bunt, doesn't get it. It's strike one. I'm sorry, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, Johnson goes to first, and again, Russo is back in plenty of time. Russo takes his lead off first. Has a healthy lead. Yep, pitches up a little bit out of the strike zone for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out with a runner on first base. Breeze has picked up a little bit. It's coming in from left field, which means it's a north wind. To first base goes Johnson. As always has been the case, diving back is Evan Russo, and safe.
And neither of these teams are power hitting ball clubs in the wind field. The wind blowing in just assures that we're not going to see anything long tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. Again, keeping him close. He knows Russo wants to go, so he's spending a lot of time keeping him close to first base. And chases that high fastball for a swing and a miss for strike 3 and the first out.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 16, Semino.
And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the DH, Cole Semino. 1 away, runner on first base for Semino. There's a fastball. Up a little bit, but in the strike zone for a call, strike 1.
Semino hitting .397 on the year, but so far Johnson filling up the strike zone on these high average hitters.
Another thing too, Chris, the first 3 hitters for Mustangs, 2 of them, the first and the third, both bat from the left side, left-handed hitters. Runner fakes the throw. Fakes the run, comes back. Josh Mack behind the plate makes a strong throw to second base. Just wanted him to see that arm in case he was thinking about going. No? Impressive throw. Up a little bit, but strong.
And maybe the Mustangs wanted to see the arm for their own knowledge, too.
This one misses. Ball and 2 strikes. Rousseau gets caught in a rundown, and it throws up high. Doesn't even slide and gets in safe. He was picked off. And caught in a rundown, he ran to second base. He slid, didn't slide, and he got in safe, but that was kind of risky.
Yeah, you need to get down there. He got lucky.
Yep. So he'll now stand on second base. And they're not putting it on the board, but I think it's at least 2 balls, if not 3.
I've got a 1-2 count.
1-2 count? What was that last pitch? Oh, he didn't pitch. I'm sorry, he didn't go. That's right. And he looks at call strike 3. So Semino goes down for the second out. So with 2 outs and a runner on second base, the third baseman, Reed By, will come to the plate. By's the cleanup hitter. This pitch is low for a ball. This pitch, low and away for a ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs. A runner on second base. We're in the top of the first inning in Cut Off, Louisiana.
So far, I don't think anybody's even gotten a piece of a ball yet for Assumption.
No. We hadn't even had a foul ball yet. They've been balls or strikes, but no foul balls. It missed, Chris. I'm not sure why, but it did.
Okay.
If the umpire says it's a ball, it's a ball. 3 balls and no strikes to the cleanup hitter, Reed By. And he looks at ball 4. So By draws a walk. There'll be runners on first and second base with 2 outs. And the 5-hole hitter, center fielder, Caleb Bro, steps in for the Mustangs. And he gets a piece of this one. It's a little blooper. It bounces in front of the right fielder. The runners will advance, but that will load the bases. And Chris, that's our first hit ball, foul ball, or any other kind of the ball game.
Nice piece of hitting by a low average hitter, only hitting .259 on the year, but took advantage of that one. Assumption electing to play it safe on the base pass. And now we got bases loaded, but 2 outs.
Yep, bases loaded, 2 outs, and coming to the plate is today's starting pitcher, Reese Turner. He's batting in the 6-hole. This is right at the knees for a call, strike 1.
Turner hitting .322, so this is a guy you want in this situation.
And he thought about it, held up, but it's called strike 2. Nothing in 2 to count. Turner batting in the 6-hole. On deck is your first baseman, Peyton Bourne. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 3 base runners, but no harm done. And he actually ends up striking out the side for the 3 outs. So middle of the first inning, Mustangs 0 and Tarpons coming to the plate for their first at bat.
South Lafourche comes into this game with an 8-11 record. They're 1-1 in district. As you mentioned, this is a district game, but you've got opponents who are in different divisions as far as the playoff goes. South Lafourche right now is 35th in Division I non-select, so they've got some work to do to get themselves playoff eligible. Coach Chandler Guidros feels like the team's going well right now, and this is where their strength is right now, is on offense. They got a couple of 400 hitters in the lineup, a couple other guys hitting 300, 294 as a team, so they're going to swing a pretty bat here.
Yeah. Well, in their batting order, their first 3 hitters to start the bottom of the first inning is going to be the shortstop, Jacob Pierce. He'll be followed by right fielder, Jack Leday, and then the pitcher, Brock Johnson, bats in the 3-hole.
Reese Turner is your pitcher. Don't have any pitching stats for Assumption, but we all remember Reese from football. Gutsy quarterback of that Mustang football team.
Tough little quarterback, too. Let me tell you, the guy, he was good athlete, super athlete. Not a very big guy, but a very good athlete.
I believe he's going to Nichols on a football on a football letter. I'm not sure about that. I should check that. I hope I'm right.
Yeah.
for his sake more than mine.
Yeah. Reese Turner on the mound, and behind the plate, his battery mate, Reed Diaz. Nothing but sunshine today. Wasn't the case yesterday and most of today. But sun's out. Like I said, beautiful blue skies. A little breeze blowing in from the left field. Diaz makes his throw down the second, and we're ready to start the bottom of the first.
Pierce here, exactly what you think of as a leadoff hitter. He's hitting .362 out of 20 base hits. He's got 19 singles.
Yep.
He's also the leader in stolen bases on the team with 6. So he's a guy who gets on base and turns a single into a double with his legs.
Fastball, up and in, ball 1. This again, up and in, fastball for ball 2.
Pierce also leads the team in walks with 11.
That's another thing you want out of your leadoff hitter. You want him to be choosy. You want him on base. Doesn't matter how he gets there. You just want him on base. And you want him to have good wheels. And that's exactly what he does. This catches that inside corner for a call, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball hit to short, backhanded, goes to first, not in time. There you saw an example of that good speed you were just talking about.
Yeah, shortstop one-hop the throw, but I don't know if it would have made a difference. He caught it deep in the hole.
Right.
Pierce just outran it.
Yeah, he was very close, very near the grass back there. Had to backhand it with his momentum going away from first base. It was a tough play. But Pierce safe at first base with a single. He's got a healthy lead. At the plate now is the right fielder, Jack Leday. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back into the net. To first base goes Turner. Back in time is Pierce.
And you follow that good leadoff hitter with a 400 batter in Leday.
This misses, up and away for ball one. That'll even account of the ball and a strike. Again to first, and again back in time.
Leday has 4 doubles and a triple, leads the team in RBIs with 13.
Up and away, ball two, 2 balls and a strike. Pierce looked like he wanted to go, but he didn't. This is a fly ball to left field. Left fielder running for the ball right along the foul line. Makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Nice running catch by the left fielder, Prejean. One away, that'll bring to the plate the 3-hole hitter and pitcher, Brock Johnson. One away, and runner on first base is Jacob Pierce. Turner goes to first, trying to keep him close because Pierce is out there with a big lead. He might have got that left hand stepped on. Yeah, had to either he got it stepped on or jammed it on the bag. I'm not sure. First baseman Bourne had to reach across him to make the catch. He was a little bit on the second base side of first, and he may have stepped on his hand. And these guys wear steel cleats, so he might have cut his hand. I think that's going to be a left hand. He's going to go into the dugout and get a little work done on it. They'll give him a few minutes for that.
Now let's take a moment and thank a couple of our sponsors for getting us down here all the way to Cutoff, Louisiana. Lapco Manufacturing, feel safe, work smart, look good with Lapco FR, www.lapco.com. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late night delivery through DoorDash. Bayou Bend Fitness Center, 1209 Northwest Boulevard in Franklin. A healthier you begins at Bayou Bend. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1945. Conrad wishes all of our local teams good luck. And Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Thank you for joining us here on the KWBJ Live YouTube channel. We thought last week we were going to be giving you 3 games, but one was rained out, and it has since been rescheduled. That is the Assumption Morgan City game, and that will be tomorrow night from Tiger Diamond, and KWBJ Live will be there. Right now, first pitch is scheduled for 6 o'clock, but they could move it up to 5, so check out our Facebook page, KWBJ TV 22 Facebook, and we will keep you updated. But for now, tomorrow night, Assumption at Morgan City, 6 o'clock here on KWBJ Live.
Turner keeps tossing back and forth, just trying to stay loose as Pierce is still in the dugout. 3 coaches are talking with the 2 umpires here, so they give him a little time to get that hand bandaged up. Evidently, he cut it. At the plate is pitcher Brock Johnson. He's still waiting for his first pitch. Okay, Pierce is bandaged up, goes back to the bag, and he will stay in the ball game. Looks like he's got his left thumb taped up. And that is not. He's a shortstop, so I'm going to make the assumption that he is right-handed. So it shouldn't affect his throw. First pitch misses for a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes. Goes down after this one, is under a little bit, and Pierce Johnson rather, fouls it back into the net. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Johnson's the leading hitter on the team with a .404 batting average.
Gets under this one, pops it up. It's going to be out of play behind the first base dugout. And that is the Mustangs dugout. Mustangs are in the first base dugout, along with their fans in the first base stands. And, of course, the Tarpons down in the third base dugout. This pitch a little bit low for ball 2. That evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nice stop. Pierce taking a big lead off of first base. You know he won second.
The 2-2 pitch. Checks his swing.
Did he go? Nope.
They check the base umpire. He says, no, he didn't go. I have to agree.
So do I.
And that runs the count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and a runner on first base.
If this were a democracy, our opinions would matter.
I know, but it doesn't. It's the umpire. Okay, Pierce will steal second base without a throw. And Johnson will go down swinging. A bit of a check swing. But home plate umpire said you went far enough. Strike 3. So 2 outs. Coming to the plate is first baseman Camden Berg. Pierce now stands at second base. First pitch is up and away for a ball 1. What old pitch, swinging and miss. Well, actually, foul tipped it into the catcher's mitt. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Berg is the 4th of the big sticks in this Tarpon lineup. .321 hitter with 11 RBI.
This pitch gets away. It's a wild pitch. Pierce will move to third base. Makes the count 2 balls and a strike. Camden Berg is the cleanup hitter. Whereas the number 15 plays first base. Oh, this one gets away. This one will be a pass ball, and the run will score. And Tarpons take an early 1-0 lead. Pierce singled, stole second, went to third on a wild pitch, scored on a pass ball. Ground ball down the third base line. Good catch over there by By, and an outstanding throw by the third baseman By. Outstanding play right there.
That is impressive. He made the throw from third base, actually in foul territory, and from his knees and threw a strike.
Well, talk about manufacturing a run, Chris, but that's the definition of it. You get on with a single, you steal second, take third on a wild pitch and score on a pass ball.
You take advantage of every opportunity, because had he waited one more pitch, he'd be stranded.
Yeah. I didn't think By had a chance to throw out the base runner.
Yeah, it was an outstanding throw.
Because he had to go to the ground, backhand the ball, right down the third base line.
You just don't look for a throw like that from a high school third baseman.
No. No. But it was impressive. Moving to the second inning. First three hitters for the Mustangs will be the 7-hole hitter. First baseman, Peyton Bourne. He'll be followed by the left fielder, Chandler Prejean, and the second baseman, Robbie Richard.
Bourne, I believe, one of the players who's got some playoff experience for the Mustangs last year. I believe I remember that name. Hitting .310 on the season.
Brock Johnson stays on the mound for the Tarpons.
Tonight's second inning is brought to you by Peak Performance.
And
Health
Josh
and
Mack
Athletic
is
Club.
his battery
Peak
mate.
Performance Health and Athletic Club. Leading off for the Mustangs, number 20, Bourne.
Pierce did take his defensive position at shortstop. Johnson's first pitch is low for ball one. So one hopper right at Pierce at shortstop. Makes a strong throw to first. Plenty of time for the first out.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 7, Prejean.
That'll bring to the plate the left fielder, Chandler Prejean. On deck, second baseman Robbie Richard. Fastball called, strike one. This popped up to right field. He's looking right in the sun. Comes up and makes a play is Leday for the second out.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 9,
The right side of the field is facing the west and looking right into a setting sun. So that fly balls, anything hit high on the right side, could be an adventure today. This pitch catches that inside corner for a call, strike one. Robbie Richard, 9-hole hitter, second baseman. He's at the plate. This a soft liner to center field. Is going to be caught on the one hop by the center fielder, but a single comes from your 9-hole hitter, and that'll send us to the top of the batting order.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 2,
Is shortstop Evan Russo, who walked and got left on third base in the first inning. Left-handed hitter. This pitch gets away from Berg. He thought it was in his glove. He looked in there, it wasn't. Fortunately, it only rolled a few feet away from him. Richard with a big lead off first base. Pitch is up and away for a ball. It's a fastball on that big outside corner. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Johnson goes to first, and Richard's back in time. Both of these teams so far, Chris, have taken big leads off the first base. And they are drawing a lot of attention from the pitchers of both teams. A lot of throws over to first base, trying to keep them close, trying to take a little energy, a little spring out of them legs. This pitch misses outside. That'll run the count 2 balls and 1 strike.
And that's really the nature of high school baseball these days. It's hard to think of anybody and say, no, this team does not run aggressively. Everybody seems to really hit the base paths hard.
This pitch misses up and away. 3 balls and a strike. Evan Russo, shortstop and leadoff hitter for the Mustangs. Fouls this off into the net, straight back. That'll even the count. That'll run the count to full with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball, 1 hops right at the second baseman. Dewey makes a play for the 3rd out. So 1 hit, but no runs. And we are in the middle of the 2nd inning. Tarpons enjoy a 1-0 lead over the Mustangs.
Now let's thank a few more sponsors. Patterson State Bank, free checking, great rates, low down payment, home loan options, and the best in mobile banking. PSB, quality community banking since 1925. GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options from our curb to yours. GJ Curbside. Oshner St. Mary, quality healthcare close to home. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school baseball in the Tri-City area. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
All right, as we move to the bottom of the 2nd inning, we're going to start off with the 5-hole hitter, catcher, Josh Mack. Mack wears the number 20. Showed us a pretty strong arm there in the bottom of the 1st inning when he made a throw down the 2nd. Of course, the runner didn't go. He had only faked it, but still. Oh, gets hit by the first pitch. It was inside, fastball. Glancing blow off of Mack, so he's hit by a pitch and will go to first base. That'll send to the plate the 2nd baseman, Russ Dewey.
Courtesy runner for the Tarpons at first base, number 29, Austin Curall.
Austin Curall will come in to run as a courtesy runner for the catcher. Pitchers and catchers get courtesy runners. That's so he can get all his equipment back on and get out there a little quicker, just to keep the game moving. Goes after the first pitch he sees and fouls it into the dirt. 0-1. To first base goes Turner. And Mack back easily. Not Mack, but Curall, who's running for him. And he's going. He's going to slide in safe at 2nd. That'll go in the book as a stolen base. And with no outs, the runner stands on 2nd base. And you get an 0-1 strike. 0-1 count. This pitch is up and out of the strike zone for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Well, thought there was a ball already.
This is lined right off the roof. Just skipped off the roof of the first base dugout, out of play. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is fouled straight down in the dirt. Count will stay 2-2. No ID out, runner on first base.
So we visited Ellender last week, and like Ellender, South Lafourche really got hit hard by Hurricane Ida a couple of years ago. Field, they're still kind of getting everything back in shape. The field is in beautiful condition, but the facility itself is still in a state of flux.
This is a line drive that's going to get through the hole between third and short. Runner will advance to third base. That's Kuro. And Dewey will stand on first base with a single.
Kuro had to hold up at second, waiting to see whether that would get through. Otherwise, he might have tried for home.
Yep. That'll bring to the plate the third baseman who gets the bunt down. That's Max Vidros. And he makes a good move when he stops right there, Chris.
Yep.
Another run scores. But the first baseman needed to make that play unassisted. And he was going to get tagged, so heads up play by Vidros as he puts on the brakes and makes the first baseman have to come in and tag him so the run scores easily.
Textbook sacrifice bunt right there.
And he did it on the first pitch, too. I like that. At the plate now is the DH, Dane Danos. Danos bats in the place of Caden Angelette, the center fielder. There's a call for strike one. Nothing in one. It's one out and a runner stands on second base. That's Dewey.
Hit him.
I think the base runner wants a hit batter, but I think it hit his bat. I think he just called him out. The umpire is calling him out. He's saying he swung at it and the ball hit him. But I thought as long as he was standing in that batter's box, he was not be out. Well, I think they're going to call it a foul ball and just bring him back to the plate. Because that sounded like Chris had got all bat. I mean, we couldn't tell from where we were at. But
see, I thought it hit him in the back all along.
Oh, I thought it hit his bat. Like the knob of his bat, maybe. Well, he'll stand in the box with an 0-2 count. Nobody out. I'm sorry, one out. His fastball misses. One ball, 2 strikes.
To me, that sounded like the dull thud of a bat hitting a deltoid muscle.
Oh, yeah.
A ball.
It's a foul tip.
Held on to it, though.
Yep, that's what made it a foul tip. A foul tip is a live ball, and you can strike out. You can steal a base.
For the Tarpons, number 27, Tyler Sanders.
2 away. That'll bring to the plate the 9-hole hitter, left fielder Tyler Sanders. He'll bat with 2 outs and a runner on second base. On deck is the leadoff hitter, shortstop Jacob Pierce. This is popped up down the right field line. It's going to be out of play past the first base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turner checks the runner, goes home. He's got a breaking ball in there for a call, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, and that is
and
what you're
2
looking
outs.
for when you throw that curveball. You get the batter backing up to protect himself and dropping in over the plate.
That'll make every pitcher smile. Every pitcher. And this is one that gets away from the catcher, but right in front of him. And it's the 3rd out. So they got 1 hit and 1 run. 1 runner reached by hit batter. After 2 complete innings of play, Mustangs 0, Tarpons 2.
As we said, tomorrow we'll see these Assumption Mustangs again, this time visiting the Morgan City Tigers right out of Tiger Diamond. Right now, we believe first pitch is going to be at 6 o'clock, but it could be moved up to 5. So check with us on the KWBJ TV 22 Facebook page, and we'll update you on that as soon as we get the word tomorrow. Also, on Thursday, we're back at it. 3 games in 3 days. Aaron, are you ready for it?
Yep. Hey, it's easy to make me go to baseball games, okay?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
We're going back to Vacherie to see the Berwick Panthers take on the St. James Wildcats on Thursday. And first pitch for that game will be at 5:30.
All right, the first 3 hitters for the Mustangs, they'll start off with the 2-hole hitter, right fielder, Lawson Goday. He'll be followed by the DH, Cole Semino, and the third hitter in the third inning, will be Cole Semino, Reed By. Goday went down swinging in the first inning, and he looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Swings at the next pitch for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Assumption got 6 batters to the plate in the first inning. And May Johnson used a lot of pitches. He walked a couple of batters, struck out all 3. But he used a lot of pitches in that inning, unlike last inning where he was probably down about 12, 14 pitches.
Yeah, last inning, the second inning, he was 3 up, 3 down. I'm sorry, 3 up, 4 down, 4 up, 3 down. Give me enough tries, I'll get it right. Did give up a hit, though. And this is hit hard down the third base line, but out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this is fouled straight back into the net. Count will stay 2-2. So Goday stays alive. This is popped up very high and right behind the third base dugout. Looked like that one might end up in the stands, Chris, but it was a little bit past it. And foul ball leaves the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Wind is kind of laid down here in the third inning.
Mm-hmm. This pitch misses inside. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, pops it up, straight back, behind home plate, but out of play. Godet comes back, and again, stays alive.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat.
I would say he's got a bunch. I was getting ready to make. I didn't know what the number was, but he's had a bunch of them.
Yeah, the top of the order for Assumption is making Johnson use a lot of pitches.
Again, pops it up, getting under the ball. And we'll see pitch number 10. Count is full. Lawson Godet is leading off the top of the 3rd inning. Ground ball to 3rd to Hopper. With time, Rose makes a strong throw to first. That's Vidros there at 3rd base.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 16, Semino.
After the ground ball to 3rd, with 1 away, coming to the plate is the 3-hole hitter and DH, Cole Semino. He struck out looking back in the 1st inning. This pitch is low for ball 1. This pitch is lowered inside for ball 2. 2-0 to count. There's a fastball for a call, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. This pitch is called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Nobody on base. And this pitch is way outside. Josh Mack doing a good job getting out there and catching it. And that runs the count full. And this is outside. Looked like it had a breaking ball out there, but it was ball 4. And Semino draws a walk. And that'll bring to the plate 3rd baseman and cleanup hitter, Reed By. By drew a walk back in the 1st inning. He was left on base. This pitch misses for ball 1.
By's hitting .345 on the season. He was another key player on that Assumption playoff team last year.
Johnson goes to first, and Semino back in time. This pitch is up for a ball 2. 2-0, and Matt calls timeout. He wants to talk to his pitcher. As you mentioned earlier, Chris, it's just the third inning, and he hadn't given up any runs, but he has thrown quite a few pitches.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his count is. It probably is not a concern at this point. It's probably a little high, though, for not having completed 3 innings.
Well, this is his 22nd batter, and we're in the top of the third. Ground ball down the third base line, but foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. This is a one-hopper right at the shortstop, and he may have been looking for that double play, Chris, before he actually caught the ball. And we'll have to give the shortstop the error there.
Yeah, he kind of reacted as if that took a funny hop on him.
Semino will move to second. By will stand on first with the error, and that'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Caleb Bro. Bro singled, has one of the 2 Assumption base hits in the game. They had 1 in the first and 1 in the second.
Now an opportunity for Assumption to get the offense going. Of course, a double play possibility still in effect.
Squared around the bunt, but took it for a ball. 1-0 to count. 1 out.
Bro is hitting .259 on the season.
This pitch misses low. Ball 2-0.
And he had a hit in the first inning, right?
Yes, he did.
So,
he singled.
.259, probably a little bit better now.
Yep. This pitch misses low and away. And I think that'll be the third ball. Or is it just a second?
Oh,
I thought it was the third.
I thought it's 3-0.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking too. Scoreboard has 2-0. This pitch catches that inside corner for a call, strike 1.
Yes, it's
Yep,
3-1.
It is 3-1. Umpire just said so. Ground ball to third. Backhands it, steps on the bag, throws to first base in time for the double play. Nice job by Vidros over there. We're seeing some outstanding play from third base.
I'll tell you what, that was an impressive play. Bang, bang play at first after he gets the tailor-made force out at third base.
Yep, third basemen are shining today.
Tell you what else they do well in this area, Aaron. Let's play Quiz Bowl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm thinking about that because I've got a young man around here in front of me. I can get a shot of him with the Quiz Bowl shirt there. That's LaRose Cutoff Middle School Quiz Bowl, Golden Meadow, outstanding Quiz Bowl program. And South Lafourche High School right here. That's a very good Quiz Bowl program. Why would I talk about that?
Yeah, why would you even be concerned about or even notice something like
South
that?
Louisiana Quiz Bowl, 5 o'clock and 5:30 on Saturdays and noon and 12:30 Sundays on KWBJ TV 22.
So we move to the bottom of the third inning, and the Tarpons will start off with the leadoff hitter, shortstop Jacob Pierce. He'll be followed by two-hole hitter, right fielder Jack Leday, and then the pitcher, Brock Johnson. will step in as the 3-hole hitter. And the third hitter here in the third inning. Turner stays on the mound for the Mustangs. And Reed Dias stays behind the plate. First pitch, fastball, called strike one. Pierce singled and scored back in the first inning. This is a ground ball to short with the throw going the first in time. Strong throw from Russo at shortstop. Pierce goes down for the first out. That'll bring to the plate right fielder Jack Leday, and Leday flied out to left field back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch from Turner is a ball. This is popped up out of play behind the third base dugout. It's a ground ball down the third base line, but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This off the end of the bat, popped up to left field. Left fielder coming in hard. That's Prejean out there. He makes the running catch for the second out, and for the second time in the ball game, Leday flies out to left field. That'll bring to the plate today's starting pitcher, Brock Johnson. He struck out swinging in the first inning.
Turner having much better success this time through the top of South Lafourche's order.
Call, strike one on the inside corner. He's been calling it all game, Chris, but he's been calling it for both teams. You get it outside on that corner, he's going to give you that strike. This one hopper to shortstop makes the backhanded catch, has to throw on the jump. Can't make a throw. So Johnson will be safe at first base. And we will probably have a courtesy runner come out for your pitcher.
Another infield single on a ground ball to shortstop, and I know that's frustrating when you get a ball hit to you and you field it cleanly, but you know there's just nothing you can do with it because of the position you've been put in.
Titan Alamo is coming to run for the pitcher. This ground ball hit the third, going to second base for 1 out, and the third out. So
another nice play at third base.
Berg gets on with the fielder's choice. And Johnson, or Alamo, goes out for the third out.
Let's thank Lapco Manufacturing. Feel safe, work smart, look good with Lapco FR. www.lapco.com. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista. Open late night delivery through DoorDash. Bayou Bend Fitness Center, 1209 Northwest Boulevard in Franklin. A healthier you begins at Bayou Bend. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948. Conrad wishes all of our local teams good luck. and core physical therapy and sports performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. 611 Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Guess we'll be getting back late to Morgan City. Might have to check out that Taco Bell late night.
Okay, in the top of the fourth inning, first three hitters for the Mustangs will be the pitcher, Reese Turner, followed by the first baseman, Peyton Bourne, and the left fielder, Chandler Prejean. Chris, through the first three innings, each team has gotten one base hit in their at-bat. So they each have 3 hits, one in each inning for each team. However, Tarpons were able to convert some of those hits and walks into 2 runs, one in the first, one in the second.
So far it's South Lafourche capitalizing on the hitting. Assumption stranding runners.
Yeah, Assumption had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the first inning, but could not push anybody across the plate.
And they got a runner. Last inning they had runners at first and second with 1 out and hit into a double play.
The battery mates stay the same. Brock Johnson on the mound and Josh Mack behind the plate.
Leading off for the Mustangs, number 4, Turner.
Turner bats in the 6th hole in the Mustang lineup. And he struck out swinging back in the first inning. First pitch goes after it, misses for strike 1, 0-1. Tried to bunt this one. Bunt single, looking for it. Didn't get it. Fouled it off. Strike 2, 0-2. This popped up to left field. Calling for it and getting under it and waiting for it to come down. His left fielder Sanders makes the catch. So Turner flies out to the left fielder for the first out here in the 4th inning. That'll bring to the plate first baseman Peyton Bourne. Bourne grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. He is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch misses for ball 1. This pitch up high, ball 2, 2-0. This popped up left field. Left fielder coming up hard. Shortstop going back, making the call and the catch is the shortstop, Pierce.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 7, Prejean.
So with 2 outs, left fielder Chandler Prejean will come to the plate. Prejean flied out to right field in the 2nd inning. This is popped up on the right side. Shortstop's going to run to the second base side and falling down, making the catch for the 3rd out. So it's 3 up, 3 down.
That happened quickly.
Yeah, sure did. What of all the pitches he's thrown, he got through this inning pretty quick. Like I said, he faced 3 batters and got them all. Middle of the 4th inning. The score remains Tarpons 2, Mustangs 0.
Thank you again for joining us here on KWBJ Live YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for our continuing live content here of local high school sports here in St. Mary and Assumption parishes.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, remind those that just started, we're in Cutoff, Louisiana, on the campus of South Lafourche Tarpons. And we're playing baseball on the Eddie Blanchard Field. District game for both teams. Obviously, if it's for one, it's got to be for the other also. First three hitters, they're going to start off with the catcher, Josh Mack. And he'll be followed by second baseman, Russ Dewey, and third baseman, Max Vidros. Josh Mack was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Hit by a pitch and scored the second run of the game for the Tarpons. Nothing in two. Turner gets ahead of the Tarpon catcher.
Oh, jammed with the inside junk.
He caught him with that inside corner. Goes down looking for the first out. That's the fourth strikeout in the game for Turner. This line drive gets past the second baseman, and Dewey has his second hit in the ball game. He's 2 for 2. He singled back in the second, and he singles here. So with one out and one on, third baseman Max Vidros comes to the plate. Vidros grounded out to, actually he got down a bunt and was put out first base unassisted. But it got the run in. Stealing, going down to second and sliding under the tag, just beating the throw. That's a Dewey with a stolen base. So with one out, runner on second base, Max Vidros has a 1-0 count.
Dewey came into the game as a .216 hitter. So he's
he's
added to that today.
He's going to help that quite a bit today. Well, so far anyway. And this little soft liner.
Oh, dropped it.
I thought he had caught it, but it bounced out his glove. He definitely had a glove on it. Runner had to stay at second base.
Next up for the Tarpons, number 28, Dane Danoff.
It'll go in the book as an error. So runners on first and second with one out. Now at the plate is the DH, Dane Danos. He struck out swinging back in the second inning, so 0 for 1 on the day.
And South Lafourche has been capitalizing on these opportunities so far today.
This pitch misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Tarpons with a chance to extend their lead a little bit right here. Everybody was wondering what was going on, and it was
Assumption wasn't wondering.
Well, yeah, but the guy, I mean, had people hollering for him to throw the ball back to first base. Yeah, that hit the ground. Now, I think the batter was saying it hit him in the thigh, which would make it a foul ball, but that didn't happen.
I didn't see that. The ball, and maybe it did. I don't know, but the ball was clearly in fair territory.
Oh, yeah, that was definite, yeah.
Assumption played it out, and nobody moved for South Lafourche.
Okay, so some activity, some base runners, but no score. And again,
we've had a lot happen in this game for a 2-0 game.
Right, yeah, that's for sure. And the pace of 1 hit per inning, per half inning, is maintained. No, I'm sorry, we didn't get one in the top of the 4th. but we got one in the bottom of the 4th. But anyway, after 4 complete innings of play, Tarpons maintained their 2-0 lead over the Mustangs.
Pace of this game has moved nicely,
Yep.
as they seem to have been doing for us lately.
Yeah. Well, that's what good pitching does.
Yep.
You know. Good pitching, good defense. And that's what we've had here today.
Double plays are always nice. We had 2 double plays in this game.
That's true. Huh?
That's unusual for high school baseball.
It sure is. The Mustangs will start off with the 9-hole hitter, and that's second baseman Robbie Richard. Then we will move to the top of the batting order with shortstop Evan Russo, followed by right fielder Lawson Goday. First pitch is called strike 1, 0-1. Richard has one of the 3 hits that the Mustangs have. His second pitch bounces in front of the plate. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. So Richard, 9-hole hitter, comes in 1 for 1 on the day. There's a fastball that missed somewhere. 2 balls and a strike. That one also misses on the inside. 3 balls and a strike. Richard singled, was left on base. This hit right back at the pitcher. Shortstops tried to barehand it on the second base side of the bag. Couldn't field it clean. Hey, Chris, I think I'm going to give him a base hit on that one.
I'll go with that.
So Richard, the 9-hole hitter, 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles.
Johnson reacted. It came right back to him, and he reacted to that as if he thought it had been hit a lot harder.
Yeah, exactly. I think because he hopped in the air thinking it was coming right at his ankles. And
it was.
And it was. It just wasn't coming as fast as he thought it was. Johnson goes to first, and Richard back in time. That brings to the plate the shortstop, Evan Russo, who walked in the first and grounded out, gets the bunt down. Johnson goes to first for the out.
Good sack bunt.
Number 17, Goday.
So with 1 away and a runner on second base, that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, Lawson Goday. Goday struck out swinging in the first and grounded out to third in the third. This one he pops up into the net.
Still 2 more innings to play, but this kind of feels like a must-score situation for Assumption right here.
Yeah, just to get a little something going offensively. Like I said, first inning they loaded the bases but unable to get anybody in. Pretty much been kept in check since then. Yeah, since the first inning, you had 2 innings where only 3 batters came to the plate. And in the third inning, it was only 4. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out and a runner on first base. Lawson Goday, the right fielder, at the plate. This hit up the middle, hits the bag. I think it hit the bag, kind of gave it a funny hop. Everybody's safe. And Chris, again, I believe I got to give him a hit on that.
Yeah, the ball's doing funny things in this inning for the South Lafourche defense.
So runners now stand on the corners, 1 away, 3-hole hitter, DH, Cole Semino coming to the plate. Semino struck out in the first, grounded out to third, into third. 0 for 2, goes to the second baseman. He bobbles it a little bit, goes to second in time.
No, got by him.
Well, yeah. Well, he goes to second in time.
Oh, okay.
And the throw is off the mark. So he does get the force out at second. There's no error. Run does score, by the way, though. So Richard's single to start this inning leads to a Mustang run. Goday's out at second base. And stealing second is Semino. Semino goes in the book as a fielder's choice and a stolen base. He'll stand on second base with 2 outs and nothing in 1 to count against the hitter, catcher, Reed By. By walked in the first and reached on an error in the third. He was left on base both times. So he is 0 for 1 officially on the day. This is hit high to left field, down the third base line. On the run is the left fielder, Sanders, makes the catch for the third out. Okay, 2 hits in the game, in the inning rather, and 1 run comes in. So in the middle of the 5th inning, Mustangs 1, Tarpons 2. As we go to the bottom of the 5th. And in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Tarpons will start off with their 9-hole hitter. And that is left fielder Tyler Sanders, who just made the running catch out there. He's had quite a bit of activity here so far in this ball game. He bats in the 9-hole, and we'll go to the top of the batting order with shortstop Jacob Pierce, followed by right fielder Jack Leday.
You see the shadows starting to spread across the infield now here at Eddie Blanchard Ball Field. The sun is still going to be a real trouble for the the right fielder, and even the center fielder somewhat, as well as the right side of the infield. It is right in their faces, but starting to get those shadows.
And it's only going to get worse until it gets down behind the horizon behind us and it gets completely blocked. But, Sanders, the 9-hole hitter, will come to the plate for the second time in the ball game. He struck out in the second inning. First pitch misses, ball 1. This pitch fouled off for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Turner's done a nice job. He's given up 4 hits, I believe. Hadn't given up much in the way of walks or hit. I think he's got 1 hit batsman, maybe.
Well, let's see. Yep, he hit Josh Mack in the second. And this grounds it in the dirt down the third base line. Yeah, 1 hit batter, and Chris, I don't, at a glance, I don't see any walks. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs on the hitter, Sanders, left fielder. This pitch misses low. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and 1 away.
Next Next up for the Tarpons, number 7.
We'll move to the top of the batting order for the Tarpons, and that is Jacob Pierce. Pierce is 1 for 2 today. He scored in the first. Singled and scored in the first, and then grounded to shortstop in the third. First pitch misses for ball 1. This pitch way up high for ball 2. 2-0 to count.
I like South Lafourche's uniforms. Those blue patches across the shoulders and under the sleeves, script Tarpons on the front, player's name on the back.
This pitch catches that big inside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Another one on that inside corner for a call strike 2. That'll even the count 2-2. This ground ball, third baseman couldn't make the catch, but he did deflect it away from the shortstop. It'll go in the left field, and it's going to go in the book as a single.
Next up for the Tarpons, number
So
2.
with 1 out and 1 on, that'll bring to the plate the 2-hole hitter, right fielder, Jack Leday. Leday is 0 for 2. He flied out to left field in his 2 at-bats.
So that hit might have saved Evan Russo further frustration. He's fielded 2 balls and ended up being infield singles. And that one very likely would have been a third had the third baseman not stepped in front and got a glove on it.
Stolen base by Leday. He'll now stand on. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Leday. Leday's batting. That's Pierce with the stolen base.
It's Pierce's second stolen base of the game, I believe.
I think you're right. He stole 1 in the first. He was the leadoff hitter and singled, stole second. Ended up scoring the run. Ground ball to first base. First baseman's going to step on the bag. That'll be the second out. But the runner will move to third base.
Next up for the Tarpons, number
So with
5,
2 outs,
Johnson.
runner on third base, 3-hole hitter, and today's pitcher, Brock Johnson, comes to the plate. Johnson is 1 for 2 today because he singled in the second, but he got thrown out at third base. That was on that kind of weird play earlier.
Mentioned he came into the game hitting .404, so that's actually up a little bit now. Leading hitter on the team and leading RBI producer with 13. Opportunity for 1 here.
One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner standing on third base is Jacob Pierce, the shortstop. The pitcher is batting, Brock Johnson.
Oh,
And this time gets hit by a pitch. So Johnson will go to first base. That'll bring to the plate first baseman and cleanup hitter, Camden Berg. Berg is 0 for 2. He grounded to third base in the first inning and reached on a fielder's choice in the third inning.
Next up for the Tarpons,
I'm a little
number
surprised
15,
Johnson
Camden Berg.
stayed in there and took that .404 hitter with a runner on third. I think I'd be trying to avoid getting hit and go for that RBI opportunity.
Yeah. Yep. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Big lead by the courtesy runner. Or did Johnson stay? Nope, courtesy runner came in, if I'm not mistaken. First pitch, called strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2.
Assumption with the red jerseys, black lettering and numbering over the black hats, or under the black hats. White pinstripe pants. Has a kind of a Major League spring training feel to it. And that concludes my baseball fashion report for the day. There goes a runner.
And the runner goes, and the ground ball's going to get through. One run will score. They're going to hold up the runner on third. I don't know what happened there, but the runner took off, just kind of jogging on down. I don't know if he wanted to get caught in a rundown or not, but they let him go. They ignored him. Well, actually, the second baseman went to cover, which left a big hole on the right side.
Yeah,
Berg managed to...
Talk about hit them where they ain't.
Right. Yeah. So one run will score, making that 3-1 to score. Runners now stand on first and third base with 2 outs. At the plate is the catcher, Josh Mack. Runner goes. Defense says you can have it. Runners now on second and third with 2 outs. This pitch misses. That'll run the count 3 balls and a strike.
That's a 286 hitter coming into the day.
This pitch is up. Now it's 3 balls and a strike. 3-1's the count. And Mack can be very choosy right here on a 3-1 count. And that misses for ball 4. So Mack, who was hit by a pitch in the second inning, struck out in the fourth, draws the walk to load the bases. So with the bases loaded, 2 outs, coming to the plate is second baseman Russ Dewey. Dewey singled into first and singled into fourth. Has a stolen bases also. This is fastball for a call, strike 1. Two outs. Dewey bats in the 6th hole. It's another fastball right at the knees. Call strike 2. Nothing in 2 to count.
I imagine Turner's pitch count is starting to get up a little bit now.
Yeah. He's got the bases loaded, and we are in the 5th inning. And foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 3, but 1 run scores. Another 1-hit inning, 1 run scored, but the bases were loaded.
But South Lafourche gets the run back. They gave up a run in the top of the inning. They get it right back in the bottom.
Actually, there were 2 hits in this half inning. They sent 7 hitters to the plate. 3 were out, 3 were left on base, and 1 scored.
Our thanks to Patterson State Bank. Free checking, great rates, low down payment home loan options, and the best in mobile banking. PSB, quality community banking since 1925. And GJCurbside.com, your complete online grocery store, including local and regional products. Check our website for delivery options. From our curb to yours, GJ Curbside. Oshner St. Mary, quality healthcare close to home. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City. Proud supporter of high school baseball in the Tri-City area. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335. Our thanks to all of our sponsors here on the KWBJ Live YouTube channel.
We will move to the 6th inning, and the Tarpons lead the Mustangs by a score of 3-1. And your first three hitters for the Mustangs will start off with center fielder Caleb Bro. He'll be followed by the pitcher Reese Turner, and then the first baseman Peyton Bourne. Ground ball down the third baseline, foul. Bro is 1 for 2 on the day. He singled back in the first and grounded out for the third out back in the third. This is a little blooper into short right field. It's going to bounce right in front of the right fielder of the day. And Bro will be on with a single to lead off the top of the 6th. So with nobody out and a runner on first, coming to the plate is the pitcher, Reese Turner. He is 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out in the first, and he flied out to left field in the 4th. This is popped up out of play behind the first base stands. 0-1 the count. Caleb Bro stands on first base, and he's got 2 hits today, 2 for 3.
Not sure whether he used a sand wedge or maybe a 60-degree wedge on that second hit.
Yeah, no, he went down and got it, and actually got under the ball, popped it up in the air. It was a little Texas leaguer that bounced right between the second baseman and the right fielder. Of course, Chris, that also may have had a little something to do with the sun, because that right fielder looking straight into that sun.
Yeah.
May have had a little trouble with
what kind of break to get on it.
Right. To first base goes the pitcher Johnson.
And I think in a situation like that, you have to think, if I got to move, I'm going to take a couple of steps back.
Right.
To eliminate the risk of it going over my head. Of course, then you allow it to drop in front of you.
But singles are better than doubles and triples.
Yes. I've heard that.
Yeah. Bro drawing a lot of attention from Johnson. That's because he's got a pretty healthy lead off first base. Ground ball hit the third in the hot corner. Couldn't handle it. And Chris, that's a good example of why it's called a hot corner.
If you've ever heard that expression, say, why do they call third base the hot corner? There you go.
And he's the only infielder that can not get charged with the error on a play such as that.
Now that I've never heard.
Yeah, because nobody had, well, the pitcher maybe, but I'm talking about of the 4 infielders, they're the only ones that can do that. They're the only ones that get the pleasure of a hot corner, because their reaction time is so short. That'll bring to the plate first baseman Peyton Bourne. Bourne is 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded to shortstop in the second, flied out to the shortstop in the 4th. Squares to bunt, tried to reach out and get it, couldn't get it. So be a strike, 0-1. Nobody out, runners on first and second. Those are your tying runs.
Yeah, you gotta pull the bat back in that situation. Unless you're in some kind of a squeeze play where you absolutely have to get the bat on the ball. See, now you've put yourself in a big hole.
Yep, that call strike 2, 0-2. Ground ball hit to short, bobbled. Everybody's going to be safe. So that loads the bases with nobody out. That'll be an error.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 7, Frazier.
So nobody out. Bases full of Mustangs, and coming to the plate is the 7-hole hitter, Chandler Prejean. Prejean is the left fielder. He's 0 for 2, flied out to right field in the second, and then flied out to the shortstop in the fourth. And the Tarpons want to call a timeout and talk about this.
Yeah, this is strategy. This is not a pitching change visit.
Well, he's got bases loaded with nobody out. And like I said, in a tight ball game, 3-1 ball game, I'm sorry, 2-run game. I got to decide how they're going to play this,
well,
I guess.
The classic coaching move here is you come home on a ball hit to third or first, you play for the double play on a ball hit up the middle and concede the run. Actually, you would
Well, it
concede
depends.
the run.
You could bring your whole infield in on this, too. And then you're looking for the play at home. You can bring in just the corners, or you can play it straight away on the infield.
But you do have a run cushion.
Right. Let's see how they're going to play this. The third baseman's up on the grass. Look like the infielders, the corners are up just on the grass.
Third baseman's all the way up on the grass.
And the two middle infielders are playing straight away. At the plate, Chandler Prejean, and he pops that up, foul, out of play. Ground ball hit right up the middle. This is going to tie the score. But no, it was cut off, but still going to get both runs in. So 2-run score on the base hit by Prejean. That'll leave runners on first and second with 2 runs scoring.
And I think for South Lafourche, that's exactly what you did not want to happen, was to knock the ball down but not field it completely cleanly. Because had it gotten by shortstop, the center fielder could have come up and possibly had to throw home.
Right, or at least held a runner maybe on third. Right. But when they knocked it down and it got away from him, they were sending him home all the way. So we now have a tie ball game, 3-3.
And still nobody out.
Yep, nobody out. We're in the top of the 6th. At the plate is the second baseman, Robbie Richard. Richard is 2 for 2, the 9-hole hitter, is 2 for 2 with a couple singles and a run scored in the 5th. He gets the bunt down. That's going to move the runners over. Johnson goes to first for the first out, so Richard with a sacrifice bunt.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 2, Russo.
One away, we'll go to the top of the batting order in Evan Russo at the plate. Russo is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and a walk. This hit back up the middle, nice play at first base. Now you got runners. Let's see, did he get him? Yes, he did. And got him at home. So they get out of it. Got a force out at first. And then, well, he got all 3 outs. A triple play.
Had it? Well, no. They, I think they called him safe at second, which is why they had to come home and get the throw out, because there was 1 out. Johnson fielded at home, or rather in the pitcher's mound, checked third, got the runner at first, but the runner at second had strayed a little too far off the bag, so they chase him back, make the throw, they don't get him at second, so the runner at third tries to go home, and a pinpoint throw to get the tag out at home plate. That's what I saw anyway.
Yeah, well, I thought he called him out at second base, but evidently he didn't, or if he did, one of those outs didn't have to count. They only needed one of them. And I thought a base umpire called him out. He had a play on him. And but anyway, we've got a tie ball game going into the bottom of the 6th inning.
So maybe we got an extra out that inning. Can't carry it over.
Yeah, I was getting ready to make that comment. Too bad you can't save that one for the next inning, but you can't.
And now the field is entirely in shadow as the sun hasn't completely set yet. Lights really not starting to, well, the lights are on, but really not having much of an effect. So the field looking a little dark right now as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, the outfield is just getting completely covered in shadows, which the right side of the field defense will really like that.
Third baseman Max Vidros has had a busy day in the field.
He's 0 for 2 on the day. He reached, or rather, he reached on an error in the 4th inning, was left on base, and he grounded out to the first baseman back in the 2nd inning. That pitch misses to run the count, 2 balls and a strike. Vidros bats in the 7 hole. We got 7, 8, and 9 coming up in the bottom of the 6th. There's fastball, catches the inside corner, and evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This bounces in front of the catcher, bounces off his chest. That's Reed Diaz. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Third baseman Max Vidros at the plate, and this pounded into the dirt and bounces down the third baseline for a foul ball. Count stays 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Both coaches still going with their starting pitchers. Turner here for the Mustangs, Johnson for the Tarpons. They've both given up some hits, given up some runs, but at no point do you feel like they've lost control of the game.
And both guys have thrown a lot of pitches at this point in the game.
I believe this is the 8th pitch of the at-bat for Vidros.
Eight pitches, full count. And protecting upper plate, doing a good job of protecting the plate, staying alive is Vidros. Count will stay full. This pitch up high for ball 4. So the Tarpons will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning with a walk. That'll bring to the plate the DH, Dane Danos. Well, we may have
Jamie Cadu coming out for a visit, and I think that's going to be it for Turner.
Yeah, we're going to have a pitching change. And also, we may have either a pinch hitter or a pinch runner, or possibly both. Danos is scheduled to come to the plate. Danos is the DH. And he is 0 for 2. He struck out in the second, and he grounded out to third
Let's
in
see.
the fourth.
So far, Turner has gone to the dugout. The catcher has gone to the dugout. Now the center fielder has gone to the dugout. I did see Cole Cimino, number 16. Has Cimino been the DH, or was he in the field?
Cimino was the DH.
Okay, so he's going to center field now. Looks like Turner, is that Turner at third?
Turner, let's see.
No, that's going to be
Yeah, Turner is still on the mound.
13, Caleb Bro going to third base. Okay, Bro. Okay. So the changes did not involve the pitcher. Caleb Bro has gone to third. And who was the catcher before?
The catcher was
that Diaz?
Reed Diaz, yeah.
And then we have a new catcher.
And he was being DH'd for.
That's going to be Reed By is going to move from third base to catcher.
I was thinking he caught last year, huh? Do you
He
remember?
did do, yeah. Seemed like we did see him
I
at
thought he
catcher
was
in a
behind the
couple of
plate.
playoff
Yeah.
games that we did.
And he was behind the plate. And I know you said who went to third base. You got it?
13.
Okay, that's somebody off the bench.
Right.
No, that's Bro, who was in center field.
Right. That's unusual. You see
Yeah.
defensive changes in mid-inning that don't involve the pitcher.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Next up for the Tarpons, number 28, Dane Danos.
Okay. Danos at the plate with nobody out. Turner stays on the mound. Tries to get the bunt down. It goes foul. Be 0-1. Danos bats in the 8 hole. On deck is the left fielder, Tyler Sanders. Then we'll go to the top of the batting order. This pitch up high. They're going to have the runner caught in a rundown. And they're going to get him out. So he's picked off.
And a very efficient defensive run down there. Only 2 throws by the Assumption fielders once they got the runner into the rundown. That's how you want to do it.
And that was a pinch runner, by the way, in the game for Vidros. So 1 away, base is empty. Dano swings and misses for strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, bases are clean. Danos chases a breaking ball in the dirt for strike 3 and the second out. That'll bring the 9-hole hitter to the plate.
Next up for the Tarpons, number 27.
And that's Tyler Sanders, the left fielder. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. First one in the second inning, the last one was in the 5th inning. Chases one up in the strike zone. Strike 1, 0-1, 2 outs.
So hard to lay off those high
Oh,
fastballs.
yeah. It's one of my. Oh, ground ball hit in the hole between short and third. And Sanders singles for his first hit of the game. And he will stand on first base with 2 outs. And we're going to go to the top of the batting order in shortstop Jacob Pierce.
Does not matter who's playing third base, they are getting some business today.
That's it. And Pierce comes to the plate. He is 2 for 3 on the day. He singled twice and scored twice. Third at bat was a ground out to short. There's a fastball for a call strike 1.
South Lafourche fans disagree.
Yeah. It was up in the strike zone for sure. This is down low in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate is by. That very easily could have got by him, but good defensive play there. This off the handle, caught in the air
Nice.
by the second baseman. Good defensive play on the line drive to second. Their defense was Richard out there making a good play for the third out. So the leadoff walk doesn't hurt. Picked up a hit, but no runs. So after 6 complete innings of play, Mustangs 3, Tarpons 3. And we're going to move to the 7th inning, which may or may not be the last inning of the ballgame. As we move to the top of the 7th, the first 3 hitters for the Mustangs, they will start off with the right fielder and 2-hole hitter, Lawson Gode, followed by the DH Cole Semino, and third baseman, who's now catching, Reed By. Lawson Gode, the 2-hole hitter, is 1 for 3 today. He struck out in the first inning, grounded to third in the third inning, and singled back in the 5th.
The sun has now disappeared behind the South Lafourche Gymnasium behind us. We are playing night baseball here.
That's
For
true.
the Mustangs, number 17, Gode.
Lawson Gode, 9. The position he plays is 9, which is the right fielder. He's got a little bit of action out there earlier in the game, not too much lately. So the meat of the Mustangs order coming to the plate. Brock Johnson stays on the mound for the Tarpons. This pitch bounces in front of the plate for ball 1. Three, we tied up in the 7th inning. There's a fastball for a call, strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is popped up. It'll be out of play behind the third base dugout. That'll run the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fortunately, our view of the left field line is blocked from this position. I don't think you can see it either, can you?
Well, that one was behind the dugout, so I could see that one. This pitch is low. We'll make the count even at 2-2. Oh, and he's going to get hit by a pitch. He nailed him in the side. He will take first base, so we will have a runner on first base with nobody out. And the DH, Cole Semino, coming to the plate.
Number 16, Semino.
Semino is 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, and walked in the 3rd. Semino squares to bunt, doesn't get it. It's going to be strike 1. This ground ball down the first base line, but it's foul.
Semino came into the game batting .397.
Might be why he bats third in the lineup. Cleanup hitters on deck. This pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, grounds it down the first baseline, foul.
Protect that plate. You need every base runner you can get right now.
This pitch in the dirt and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Godet with a big lead off first base. This pitch just misses off the plate. That'll run the count full. Full count. Nobody out. Runner on first base. This fastball catches that outside corner for a call. Strike 3. Semino didn't like it, but it doesn't change anything. 1 away.
I'm sure Coach Cadu didn't like it either. Either the call or the fact that on a full count, you took something close.
Yeah. Well, I've always felt like I'd rather see you swing a ball forward and take strike 3, you know. That's especially when the pitch is a fastball. There's a fastball for a call's strike 1. At the plate is the catcher, Reed By. By is 0 for 2 today with a walk. This pitch bounces in front of the catcher. Good job by Josh Mack in keeping that ball in front of him and keeping that runner at first base. Godet's the right fielder, so he probably has decent speed. This is fouled back into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bob's been making some outstanding plays out at third base earlier in the day. He's now behind the plate. And this is hit into the dirt, and it bounds out of play. Not out of play, but foul.
Foul territory.
Foul territory. One ball, 2 strikes. Line drive right at the third baseman. Tried to stay with it. It got under his glove. Goes into left field. I don't know, was that hot enough for the hot corner, Chris? Or
Next up for the Mustangs.
we're going to give him a hit on that or an error? I thought that was catchable.
You know, yeah, I agree with you. And earlier in the game, we saw him make a very tough throw from that position. So, yeah, I'm going to call that one an error.
Yeah, I agree.
Based on the throw he made earlier in the game, if he feels that cleanly, he can make the out.
So with 1 away, we'll have runners on first and second base. And coming to the plate will be the 5-hole hitter. That's the center fielder, Caleb Bro. Bro is 2 for 3 on the day. He singled in the first and singled in the 6th and scored a run. And then he grounded to third base in the 3rd inning. So meeting on the mound is over. Brock Johnson stays on the mound. Runners on first and second with 1 away.
At bat for the Mustangs, number
We're in the
3,
top of the 7th inning with a tie score, 3-3. This is again a breaking ball, gets away from the catcher. Both runners will advance. They now stand on second and third with one away. Looked like Bro wanted to butt him over, didn't need it. Let's see what he's going to do on a 1-0 count.
I'm letting him hit away now.
Yeah. He's 2 for 3 on the day, so he's been making contact. This is pitch. This is a good pitch to hit. This was a fastball just above the belt.
Runner on third. If you're bunting here, you're inviting a play at home.
Yeah. Infield's playing up on the grass, and he's squaring the bunt. Gets it down. Tried to scoop and get him to first, to home. Couldn't do it. Tried to glove it and flip it up. Didn't make the play. Nobody covering second base. So Bro says, nobody wants to be at second, I take it, and he goes.
And that's exactly the situation we talked about where, as you said, Johnson coming up, no time to make the transfer, so he tried to flip it with the glove. Was the right play and probably had time to do it, but it's just a tough play if you don't get it exactly right.
Well, he needed to get the tag as well because he wasn't forced at home, so he needed to get it home and tag him.
And that's going to do it for Johnson.
Yep, Johnson will come off, and I think I saw a 38.
32.
32.
That's going to be
that's Max Vidros, the third
Vidros
baseman.
coming over from third. Let's see what we have on Vidros as a pitcher. This will be his 6th appearance, all in relief. He's got an 0-1 record, no saves, 6.46 ERA.
Coming to the plate will be the pitcher, Reese Turner, who's 1 for 3 on the day, scored a run, singled and scored a run in the 6th inning, and then flied out to left field in the 4th and struck out in the 1st. So he'll bat with 1 out, runners on second and third base. Sun went down, Chris, and the temperature went right with it. Fortunately, though, the little breeze we had earlier has pretty much laid completely down. So it's a nice night. It's not cool. It's cool, but it's not cold at all.
Yeah, if this game lasts much longer, I'm going to start thinking about the jacket I left in the car.
Yeah.
By the way, I was able to confirm with Assumption football coach Will Broussard Turner is or will be a member of the Nichols football team in the fall as a preferred walk-on.
Oh, good for him.
For the Mustangs, number 20, Bourne.
I say that thinking Turner was stepping to the plate. That would be the time to say that, but he's on deck.
Wait a minute.
Are we out of order?
Somebody is, either us or them. Because I got Turner and then Bourne. The Bourne is bats after Turner.
This is Peyton Bourne at the plate.
Yeah, it is Bourne at the plate, no doubt about that. Well, we missed somebody somewhere along the line, Chris. Because on deck is the left fielder, Chandler Prejean.
Oh, wait, I believe they intentionally walked Turner.
Oh, okay, there he is. Now that makes sense. I didn't see that. The bases are loaded now. He wants to get the force in play.
And I knew I saw Peyton Turner standing at the plate.
I thought so too, but that was before the meeting. Just a ground ball hitting a hole, one run to score. They're going to hold everybody else up. Had the infielders up on the grass. And that gets in the hole between short and third. It'll be a single for Bourne and an RBI. Bases are still loaded. Mustangs are up 2, 5-3. First pitch is in there for a strike. This is popped up and caught by Vidros. And you're lucky on when a bunt's only, especially when the base is loaded, you only get the batter out. You got away. You kind of dodged the bullet there.
Yeah. Because normally in that situation, you're running on contact.
That'll bring to the plate the 9-hole hitter and 8th hitter of this inning. That's Robbie Richard, the second baseman. And Richard comes in 2 for 2 with a couple singles and a sacrifice bunt. This he pops up down the right field line, and it's going to be out of play past the first base dugout. Everybody will go back to where it started. With 2 outs, everybody's going to be running on contact. 2 outs, and you forced on a ground ball, so this line drive to center field, but the center fielder has a bead on it, makes the catch for the 3rd out. That's 3 away, but the Mustangs managed to pick up 2 runs, and they'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning with a 2-run lead. They have not had a lead at all in this game until the top of the 7th inning. And they trailed from the 1st inning until the 6th inning when they scored 2 runs to tie it. But they pick up a couple runs here in the 7th inning. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. And the Tarpons will start it off with their 2-hole hitter. That's Jack Leday, the right fielder. Be followed by the pitcher, Brock Johnson, or he was the pitcher, Brock Johnson. And then the cleanup hitter, first baseman, Camden Berg.
Reese Turner will answer the bell for the 7th inning. Let's see if he can close it out.
Leday's coming to bat. He's 0 for 3 on the day. He flew out to the left fielder in the 1st inning, flew out to the left fielder in the 3rd inning, and grounded out to the first baseman in the 5th inning. Bats in the cleanup. I'm sorry, in the 2nd hole. By has a strong throw to second, just overthrew the bag. But
A little too strong. You're at second base, not the center fielder.
Yep.
South Lafourche has got the part of the lineup they want. Coming in here needing 2 runs to tie and extend the game here in the bottom of the 7th. What is it, 2, 3, and 4, right?
Right, 2, 3, and 4. This is fouled back straight into the net. Strike 1, nothing in 1 on Leday. Jack Leday. Bats in the 2-hole. Where's the number 2? Plays right field. This pitch is up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, just under it, fouls it straight back into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Leday goes down swinging to start the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring to the plate Brock Johnson. He'll come to the plate with 1 for 2. He struck out in the first, singled in the third, and got hit by a pitch in the 5th. Swing and a miss for strike 1. This is fouled back into the net for strike 2. Nothing in 2 to count on Johnson. Oh, 2 pitch from Turner. And that just misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strike. Chris, I'm going to say it was a little low.
I would agree.
But I'm not sure. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Turner. Trots over the first, underhand flip for the second out. With 2 away, that'll bring the cleanup hitter to the plate.
Number 15, Camden
And that's the first baseman, Camden Berg. He grounded out to third in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, and singled in the 5th inning, was left on base. He bats clean up for the Tarpons, and it's up to him to keep it alive. He's got to get to first base to keep this game alive. First pitch misses, ball 1. It's a fastball from Turner. And Chris, Turner doesn't look like he's lost any steam off that fastball.
Not at all.
You know? Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, bases are empty.
Nice.
Strike 2, that's a fastball right down the geezer for a call, strike 2.
Turner challenging these hitters in the prime of South Lafourche's order.
And there's a breaking ball for a call, strike 3, and that's going to be your ball game as Berg goes down looking for the 3rd out. So the Mustangs, who trailed through 6 innings, took the lead, or trailed and tied it in the 6th, and then took the lead in the 7th. And 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 7th.
Just a gritty win for the Mustangs today as they just struggled to get anything done for the first few innings. Scratched out a hit here, hit there, got some runners on base but couldn't move them. But then, as you said, got a couple of runs in the middle of the innings, in the middle innings, and scratched one out to tie it in the 6th, broke through with a pair in the 2nd. Big performance from Reese Turner on the mound, as we said. He didn't give up too many hits.
I don't know. Yeah,
not much in the way of walks or hit batsmen.
Well, he spread the hits out that he gave
Exactly.
up. They were never able to put together a bunch of hits.
South Lafourche's runs all came one at a time.
One at a time, right?
No crooked numbers.
They got 1 in the 1st, and 1 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 5th for their 3 runs. And then on the other hand, the Mustangs waited till late in the game. They got 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th to walk away with a district win here today.
Yep. Win the district opener. They're now 12-8 overall, and tomorrow they are back at it at Tiger Diamond against Morgan City, and we have confirmed that game will start at 5 o'clock. You'll be able to see it right here on KWBJ Live YouTube channel. Thank our sponsors one more time: Lapco Manufacturing, Taco Bell, Bayou Bend Fitness Center, Conrad Industries, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Patterson State Bank, GJCurbside.com, Ochsner St. Mary, Lafayette Electric, Allen's Communications. We'll see you again tomorrow at 5, Assumption versus Morgan City.
All right, everyone, thank you for joining us here today from Cut Off, Louisiana, on the campus of South Lafourche. and we've had an outstanding baseball game. My name is Aaron Ortigo. I'm here with Chris Hunter. We hope you enjoyed the ball game. We enjoyed bringing it to you. Hope to see you tomorrow night, where Assumption Mustangs will be playing the Morgan City Tigers in Morgan City. Currently scheduled for 6 p.m. start.
No, 5 o'clock.
Or it has been changed to 5? Okay. Last I'd heard it was 6. It's now at 5. So we'll be there tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Be sure to join us.
Good night, everyone.